So good morning friends. Today we will discuss about the TIG welding process. Okay, the TIG stands for tungsten inert gas welding. So in TIG welding, what happens? The spark is produced between this tungsten electrode and the workpiece. Okay, that is tungsten electrode and workpiece is used to create the spark. So this is the tungsten electrode in which the spark is produced between the tungsten electrode and the workpiece. Okay, so this is the schematic diagram of the TIG welding. Okay, in this diagram, this is the inert gas. Okay, this is the inert gas. This is the welding power source. Okay, this is torch handle, and this is the gas nozzle. Okay, and this is a workpiece. Okay, now what happened in the electric arc welding? In the normal electric arc welding, what happened, as the filler rod is covered with the flux, due to which what happened during the welding process, this flux will distort the appearance of the welded joint. Okay, that is, the appearance of the welded joint will be in the distorted form, and it is not it is what we say, finishing of that welding is not good at this. So due to which what happened, the TIG welding, so to improve the finishing of that welded joint, the TIG welding is used. Okay, now how the TIG welding works, that we will see. Now this is the tungsten electrode which is connected to the welded power source, and workpiece is grounded. Okay, and around this tungsten electrode, a gas nozzle is there. So what happened, inert gas, the inert gas, it may be helium or maybe any argon or any inert gas is present in this inert gas supply, and this inert gas will create a protective cloud around the tungsten electrode, so that what happened, when there is a arc established between the tungsten electrode and the workpiece, this inert gas will cover this arc, and which avoids the atmospheric air to come and react with this hot workpiece and molten metal to form the oxide. Okay, so what happens, if the atmospheric air comes in contact with the hot molten metal, then what happens, the oxygen present in the air will react with that molten metal to form the oxides, and when the oxides are formed, the strength of the welded joint will be weaker. So to avoid this inert gas is used, which covers this molten metal and spark, to avoid the air to come in contact with the molten metal. Okay, so this is the function of the inert gas supply. So what happened, when there is a 2 to 3 gap between the tungsten electrode and the workpiece, so in that gap, what happened, the air medium between this tungsten electrode and the workpiece will get ionized, and due to this ionization, a conduction band is formed between the tungsten electrode and the workpiece, and as the conduction band is formed, a huge amount of current in the form of spark will be generated, and due to the formation of spark, a huge amount of heat is generated. Okay, and when molten filler rod is added to this when filler rod is added in this heated zone, then what happened, this filler rod will melt and deposit on the workpiece where the two piece has to be joined. Okay, and so this is the working of TIG welding. Okay, so these are the advantages of TIG welding. The first advantage is that no flux is used, and there is no danger of flux entrapment when welding refrigerator or air condition component. Okay, Now what happened? The air condition and refrigerator components are made up of very thin material, such as the condenser pipe, uh, cooling coils. They are made up of very thin material. Okay, and due to this thin material, what happened? If you use the normal welding process, then what happened? The flux coating electrode will distort the appearance of these components. Okay, so what happen if we weld the refrigerator body with the normal welding process, then and the finishing of that welding process will not be up to the mark. Okay, so for fine finishing process, this TIG welding is used, because the TIG welding does not produce any flux contamination. Okay, the welding appearance of the TIG welding is very good. That's why TIG welding is used for the refrigerator and air condition component, because no flux entrapment is there in this uh, welding process, TIG welding. Now second advantage is, because of the clear visibility of an arc and a job, the operator can exercise a better control on the welding process. Okay, so as there is a as no flux is used in the TIG welding, so what happened, there is no smoke or no smoke or no smoke produced in the welding process. And as there is no smoke, the visibility of the operator is better in the TIG welding process. Okay, so the operator can control the welding process very easily. Third is, this process can weld in all position and produce smooth and sound weld with less spatter. Okay, now next is, TIG welding is much suitable for high quality welding of thin materials. Okay, fifth one, it is very good process for welding non-ferrous metal, aluminum and stainless steel, etc. So these are the advantages of TIG welding. Now what are the disadvantages of TIG welding? Now first disadvantage is, MIG welding is much faster as compared to TIG welding, because MIG welding has a continuously reel of the electrode. So because of the continuous reel of the filler electrode, there is no problem of changing the or there is no wastage of time in changing the filler electrode. Okay, for example, in TIG welding, we have a limited length of filler electrode, so at a certain period of time the filler electrode has to be changed. So in MIG welding, this issue is not there, because there is a continuous reel of filler electrode. So this is the due to which the downtime of this welding is TIG welding is more as compared to MIG. So this is the disadvantages of TIG welding, that is, its downtime is more. Now next disadvantage is, TIG, if it is transferred, tungsten, if it is transferred to molten weld pool, can contaminate the same, and tungsten inclusion is hard and brittle. Okay, so tungsten inclusion is hard and brittle, which distorts the strength of welded joint. So that is the second disadvantage. Now third is, filler rod, and if it is by chance come out of the inert gas shield, can you can create a welding metal contamination. Okay, so filler rod should be always under the cloud of inert gas. So by chance if it is come out of the cloud of the inert gas, then it will form a welding contamination. So this type of TIG welding is not suitable for welding in outside welding sites. Okay, so if any air draft from the atmosphere comes, then what happened is, inert gas cloud may be disappear, and there is a danger of forming a welding contamination. So in this case, what happened, this type of TIG welding is this type of welding is used in enclosed area where there is a no flow movement of air. Okay, now fourth disadvantage is, equipment costs are higher than for flux shielded metal arc welding. Okay, now what are the application of this welding TIG welding is, welding aluminum, magnesium, copper, nickel, and their alloys. Okay. And next is welding sheet metals of thinner section. Okay. Welding of expansion bellows, transistor case, instrument diaphragm, and can sealing coins, sealing joints, etc. Precision welding in atomic energy, aircraft, chemicals, and in industry. Rocket motor chamber fabrication in launch vehicle. So these are the application of TIG welding. Okay. So in TIG welding, what happened, as there is no flux coated electrode. So the overall finishing of the welded joint is very good, and there is no flux entrapment, due to which the strength of the welding is very good and very high quality of welding is welded joint is used. That's why in precise precise welding application, this kind of TIG welding is used. Okay. Thank you very much.